In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a CouchDB instance on IBM Cloud, and then I've got a challenge for you to try and connect to it. Log into your IBM Cloud account and go to the dashboard page. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a button that says Create Resource. Click it, and a menu should show up on the next page. In the search bar, type Cloudent, and you should see Cloudent NoSQL DB pop right up. Don't worry that it doesn't say CouchDB. They are the same thing, just named differently with IBM. Click the icon and make sure that the region, organization, and space are all the same as your Cloud Foundry application that you created before. Take note of the service name field. You can name this whatever you'd like, but you can just take note of the name that it generates for you. Click Create at the bottom right-hand corner. You've now created a hosted CouchDB service, and you can access it via a REST API. You'll be taken to the home page for the service you just created. On the left side, click on Service Credentials, and then click the blue button that says New Credential. Hit Add to avoid adding any special configuration parameters for now. A line should show up in a table view on the website, and you can click View Credentials from there. You should see something like this. Before you can put these credentials into your application, go back to your dashboard on IBM Cloud. Click the bar for your Cloud Foundry application and click Connections on the left-hand bar. Click the blue button to Create Connection in the upper right-hand corner, and find the same Cloudent database instance that you just created. Hover over the right-hand side of the bar and click Connect when it shows up. You'll get prompted to restage your app. Click Restage and the application will take some time to start back up. Now that your application is linked, go to your application in Terminal. Go from your root directory to the config folder and open the cloudent-credentials.json file. You want to update it to include your credentials that you saw on IBM Cloud. It should look like this when you're done. Lastly, open up mappings.json and update the name of the Cloudent database to be the exact same name as the service you created on IBM Cloud. Alright, time to add some code. Here's what you need to do. If your application is running in Linux, connect to the cloud database. Otherwise, use your local machine. Here's a hint. There's a function on Cloud env called getCloudentCredentials that will be mighty helpful. Okay, here's what you need to do. Open Xcode and go to your application.swift file. Let's update your connection properties to handle some different behaviors. If you are running on Mac OS, you want to use localhost. If you are running on Linux, you want to try to connect to your cloud database. If that fails, fall back to localhost. Start by using Swift to detect if you're running on Mac OS. After this, add some logic to see if you're running on Linux. The compiler will complain about this, so you need your fallback in case this doesn't work. It's important to point out that this likely won't work if you're on Linux, because you haven't set up CouchDB to run inside your container. This is just so you can fulfill not having an optional for connection properties. Save your application and build and run it in Xcode. You should see the logs say, running on Mac OS using local database. Now switch to terminal and go to the root directory of your server. Use the run Docker shell script to run your application in Docker. In the logs, if you've done everything right, you should see found cloud credentials for database. Congratulations! Go ahead and deploy your application to the cloud now. Again, the command is bxapp_push. In the next video, we'll start making the connection from CouchDB into your application. See you then!